Hello and welcome to the Tomcast. I'm Tom, president and dictator for life of 515comics.com. It's the last Tomcast of 2014, and there's a lot of stuff that I want to talk about, so let's get right down to it. First off, Christmas Eve was the 8th anniversary of Nextus. If you guys haven't already seen it, I did post on YouTube the 45-minute or so podcast that Trey, Maddie, and I did. You can check that out. I'll have a link down in the description. But I think it came out really good. We had a lot of fun doing it. Also, at some point, I'm probably going to put an audio-only version out, so you can just get the audio at some point as well. Huzzah. One other thing about the 8-year anniversary for Nextus is that my family, spearheaded by my sister Libby, made me this wonderful certificate of achievement, as well as the ocean shard. And it was very sweet of them, and I really appreciate the sentiment. So if you guys are watching, thanks very much for being a really nice family. You guys are the bee's knees. First quarter of 2015, the plan is to get both Volume 1 and Volume 2 reformatted. Volume 1 is probably going to take longer than Volume 2 because I'm going to take this opportunity to do some actual reformatting of how the book is laid out, how the cover is laid out, so that it meshes a little bit better with Volume 2. But Volume 2 really shouldn't need too much change except for actual page size if I have to change that around at all. The goal is to get it done in the first quarter, so that means by the end of March. And that will mean that I will have the new editions of Volume 1 and 2 for the next year of conventions. I've talked about the tarot card idea and actually making cards or maybe making prints or bookmarks or something, and I still haven't really decided. I think that it would be a lot easier for me to make bookmarks, and that's kind of the way that I'm leaning right now. I think the card idea is really cool, but ultimately if I'm not making an entire tarot deck or an entire card deck, I'm not sure if people are going to be into just buying individual cards. If they do buy individual cards, I think they'd end up using them for something like a bookmark anyway. So I figure it might be better to just go ahead and do a tarot-ish themed bookmark. Anyway, it should be pretty cheap to get those made, and so that's something that I'd really like to do, hopefully in the first quarter as well. Big project for 2015 is going to be Book 3, and I've already talked a little bit about how I was thinking maybe I could get that done by the third quarter. But I was thinking about it a lot in the past few days, and especially today. I decided that I should plan on completing Volume 3 by the end of 2015. I think it's better if I just plan to get it done by the end of the year. That way I can have a nice launch at the start of 2016, and then it's just ready to go for all the conventions that year. That means I'll be going into 2015 conventions without a lot of new stuff, which I'm not really crazy about. No new actual book. And I find that a little distressing. I would really like to have at least a new mini book or something, and I think that was a long time ago kind of an idea, so we'll see. I do feel like doing Volume 3, especially after reformatting Volumes 1 and 2 in the first quarter of the year, should not be an insurmountable task, and so I might be able to take on another project like a mini book or some other thing to have something new during the convention season this year. I don't know. I would really like to have something new each year, but I also don't want to stretch myself too thin, and I also don't want to jeopardize, meeting regular updates with the comic online. That's the plan for 2015. Volumes 1 and 2, first quarter, Volume 3 by the end of the year, bookmarks, small prints, maybe something else, maybe a mini book. But the big things are laid out. Before I wrap it up, a quick update on the one-day buffer project. We did pretty good, but tomorrow's page, Saturday's page, is not going to be going up at 12:01. It'll go up sometime during the day on Saturday, but I will have time this weekend to go ahead and get Tuesday's page ready so that we will be right back on track. Hope you guys had a great holiday season. Hope you guys have a great New Year's. And I hope you guys get your stuff together, get your goals in line, your ducks in a row, whatever you want to say, about what you want to do for the year 2015. I know for Nextus, for me, it's going to be a big year. There's going to be a lot of stuff happening in the comic itself. There's going to be a lot of stuff coming with new releases of books. It's going to be good. I'm really excited. I'm going to keep you guys filled in as we go along the way. Thanks as always for watching, and I'll see you next year.